When my wife first said those words, I thought she was joking. Let me spend one night with my ex, then I'll be ready to settle down. It sounded like something out of a cheap movie, not real life. But the look in her eyes told me she was serious. My heart dropped, and suddenly the room felt colder than ever before. I sat in silence, staring at her, trying to process what she had just asked me. We had been married for 3 years, and I believed we were building a life together. Her request wasn't just about one night, it was about respect, loyalty, and love. To me, it meant she had never fully left him, no matter what she told me. At first, I wanted to argue, to scream, to ask her if she had lost her mind. But instead, I just nodded slowly. Something inside me shifted that night. I realized that if she was even capable of asking me for permission to betray me, then I had already lost her. For the next few days, I watched her closely. She carried on as if nothing had happened, cooking, laughing, and talking to me about little things. But behind her words, I saw a woman who had already decided what she wanted. I played along, pretending everything was fine, but in my heart, I was making a plan. I started gathering evidence quietly, messages on her phone, her late-night calls, the subtle changes in her routine. She wasn't careful, maybe because she thought I was weak or too blinded by love to notice. But every lie she told me fueled my resolve. One evening, she told me she was going to stay at her sister's place. I knew it was the night she intended to meet her ex. Instead of stopping her, I let her go. My hands trembled, not from fear but from anger that I had buried too long. That night, while she was gone, I packed her things into boxes. The next morning, when she walked through the door, she looked surprised to see me awake. I was sitting at the table with a folder full of the proof I had collected. I slid it across to her without a word. Her face turned pale, and she tried to explain, but I cut her off. "You wanted one night with him," I said calmly. "Now you can have every night. Because you won't be coming back here." My voice was steady, but inside I was shaking with both pain and relief. She broke down crying, begging me to understand, claiming it was just closure, nothing more. But the truth was simple. If she needed closure with another man after marrying me, then she never truly chose me in the first place. I walked away while she sobbed on the floor. I didn't look back. My heart was heavy, but I knew I had made the right decision. Trust, once broken, cannot be rebuilt with tears and apologies. Over the next few weeks, I filed for divorce. Friends and family tried to comfort me, telling me I was better off without her. At first, I didn't believe them. I felt like a failure, like I had wasted years of my life. But slowly, the weight lifted. I started focusing on myself, my career, my health, my peace of mind. Each day felt a little lighter, and I realized that freedom was a gift. She had betrayed me, but she had also freed me from a life built on lies. Months later, I heard she was still chasing after her ex, who never took her seriously. That was her choice, her path, and her punishment. I no longer cared. My life was moving forward, stronger than before. Sometimes I think back to that night when she asked me for the impossible. It hurt, but it also opened my eyes. Love is not about begging someone to choose you. It's about being with someone who never needs to ask for a night with their past. In the end, her betrayal gave me clarity. I didn't lose a wife. I lost an illusion. And in that loss, I found myself.